By the way, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure to like and leave a comment too. Thanks a lot.
1. Balut, Philippines. In the bustling streets of Manila, street vendors sell eggs that may seem ordinary at first glance. However, once the shell is cracked, a partially developed duck embryo with bones and feathers is revealed. History. Balut is deeply rooted in Filipino culture and is known as a popular street food. These eggs are typically 14 to 21 days old and are boiled or steamed before consumption. Experience. Some, like the famous singer Cardi B, disliked the taste after trying it and even felt nauseous. These reactions highlight cultural and taste differences in experiencing traditional foods. 2. Casu marzu, Italy. On the island of Sardinia, casu marzu is considered one of the most bizarre and controversial foods. Made from sheep's milk, live fly larvae are introduced during fermentation to create a soft texture and sharp flavor. History. Casu marzu means rotten cheese and is banned in the EU due to the live larvae. Nevertheless, it is still produced and consumed unofficially in Sardinia. How it's eaten. Some people remove the larvae before eating, while others eat them together. It is typically served with traditional Sardinian bread and red wine. 3. Hakarl, Iceland. In the land of ice and fire, Iceland, there is a dish called hakarl made from fermented Greenland shark meat. Since the meat is toxic when fresh, it is buried underground to ferment naturally and then hung to dry for several months. History. Hakarl dates back to the Viking era as a preservation method in Iceland's harsh conditions. Today, it's consumed during festivals and special occasions. Experience. It has an ammonia-like smell and a sharp taste. Many pair it with a traditional Icelandic spirit called brennivin to balance the flavor. 4. Surströmming, Sweden. In northern Sweden, Baltic herring is salted and then canned to continue fermenting. The result is a pungent-smelling, uniquely flavored dish typically eaten outdoors. History. Surströmming has been produced since the 16th century as a way to preserve fish during salt shortages. The third Thursday of August is celebrated as Surströmming Day each year. How it's eaten. It is usually served with flatbread, potatoes, onions, and sour cream, and paired with traditional drinks. 5. Sonakji, South Korea. In South Korea's fish markets, live octopus is chopped into small pieces and served immediately with sesame oil and seeds. The dish is known for the squirming tentacles still moving on the plate. History. A traditional Korean dish served during special occasions and for honored guests. Warning. Due to the suction of the tentacles, there is a risk of choking. It's advised to chew thoroughly before swallowing. 6. Erog, or kumis, Mongolia and Central Asia. Horse. A fermented drink made from mare's milk with a sour, slightly fizzy taste and a distinct smell. In the vast Mongolian steppes, it symbolizes hospitality. History. Mongol nomads have consumed erog for centuries for energy and immunity. Genghis Khan was reportedly a fan. It's also used in traditional and religious ceremonies. 7. Century egg, China. Eggs preserved for weeks or months in a mix of clay, ash, salt, lime, and straw, turning the yolk green-gray and the white a transparent brown. History. Despite the name, these aren't 100 years old. This preservation method dates back to medieval China to prolong shelf life. Tastes like a smoky, sulfuric hard-boiled egg, perfect for adventurous eaters.
That sounds like a delicious peace offering. Until then, enjoy your meticulous planning, Liam.
8. Fugu, Japan. Puff, a poisonous pufferfish prepared only by certified chefs. A minor mistake can be fatal. History. Fugu has a long-standing history in Japan, but was banned during the Edo period due to deaths. It later returned as a symbol of courage and prestige. Challenge. Are you ready to eat something that could kill you if not prepared correctly? 9. Andouillette, France. A traditional French sausage made from pork intestines with a strong smell and unique texture. Not for everyone. History. Native to Lyon and Troyes, typically eaten with spicy mustard and French bread. Tastes like a mix between heart meat and intestines with a very, very strong aroma. definitely for the pros. 10. Witchetty grub, Australia. Bugs. Fat white larvae eaten raw or roasted by indigenous Australians. History. Rich in protein, iron, and vitamins, these grubs have been a dietary staple for thousands of years, believed to be a gift from the earth. Tastes like, when roasted, similar to scrambled eggs or almonds. Raw, a mental and sensory challenge. 11. Shirako, Japan. Fish. At first glance, it looks like small, creamy pouches. Shirako is actually the sperm sac of fish, usually cod or pufferfish, served raw, fried, or steamed. History. Japanese cuisine traditionally utilizes every part of the animal. Shirako, meaning white children, is a luxury winter dish in traditional restaurants. Tastes like, soft and creamy with a delicate oceanic flavor, a true adventure. 12. Smalahove, Norway. A sheep's head, singed, then boiled and served whole with eyes, brain, and tongue intact. History. Traditionally eaten in Western Norway around Christmas. Horror communities used every part of the animal. How it's eaten? Start with the eye, move to the cheeks and brain, served with potatoes and rutabaga. 13. Fried tarantula, Cambodia. Found in Cambodian street markets, these large spiders are deep-fried until crispy. History. During the Khmer Rouge regime, Cambodians had to eat whatever was available. Spiders became a source of protein and are now a delicacy. Tastes like, a mix of crab and chicken with an earthy aftertaste. 14. Hazma, China. A dessert made from the fatty tissue around the fallopian tubes of snow frogs from Siberian ice caves. History. Valued in traditional Chinese medicine for skincare, energy, and libido. Often served in sweet dishes with dates and saffron. Taste. Almost flavorless, but with a jelly-like, luxurious texture, fit for royal banquets. 15. Ikizukuri, Japan. A controversial tradition of serving live seafood, often sashi sliced while the animal is still alive. History. Meaning prepared alive, it highlights sushi's emphasis on freshness. Ethical concerns. Banned in many countries but still practiced in select Japanese restaurants. 16. Bendodigi, South Korea. Bugs. Made from silkworm pupae, usually steamed or roasted and sold in small cans on Korean streets. History. Introduced after the Korean War during food shortages as a protein source. Taste. Earthy, bitter, with a strong smell. A true street snack for the bold. 17. Kiviak, Greenland. Imagine stuffing a seal with dozens of little birds called ucks, then burying it in ice to ferment for months. This is Greenland's national dish. History. Developed by Inuit communities to preserve food during harsh winters. The birds ferment inside the seal thanks to their natural enzymes. Taste. Strong smell, like blue cheese with a hint of raw meat, not for the faint-hearted. 19. Chapulines, Mexico. Red grasshoppers seasoned with lime, garlic, salt, and chili. Crispy, delicious, and packed with protein. History. Indigenous Mexicans have eaten these for centuries as snacks or taco toppings, a sustainable protein source. Taste. Crunchy and spicy, like chili-flavored chips. 19. Escamoles, Mexico. Known as insect caviar, these are ant larvae harvested from agave plant roots. History. A royal delicacy in the Aztec era, now served in upscale restaurants in Mexico City. Taste. Buttery with a creamy texture, some compare it to raw nuts.
20. Baby mice in rice wine, China. Newborn mice are placed in jars of rice wine to ferment for months. The result is a traditional medicinal drink. History. In rural China, believed to treat asthma and skin conditions, though globally one of the most controversial foods. Taste. Strong wine flavor with a raw meat aftertaste, not something many care to try twice.
21. Ackee, Jamaica. A yellow fruit with black seeds, edible only when it naturally opens. If consumed unripe, it can be deadly. History. Brought from West Africa to Jamaica and became the national dish when paired with saltfish. Toxicity: contains hypoglycin A in its unripe state, which can cause severe vomiting or coma. Taste: cooked ackee resembles scrambled eggs, creamy and delicious.
22. Sanguinaccio dolce, Italy. A traditional chocolate dessert made with fresh pig's blood. Yes, chocolate plus blood equals a unique Neapolitan treat. History: originated during pig slaughtering, where nothing went to waste. Traditionally served during winter carnivals with cinnamon and orange zest. Taste: like chocolate pudding with a metallic hint of blood.
23. Mopane worms, Zimbabwe, Botswana, South Africa. Large caterpillars, dried, fried, or cooked with tomatoes and onions, eaten like chips. History: a long-standing protein source in African communities. Harvesting season becomes a family event. Taste: dried ones resemble beef jerky. Fried ones are chip-like with a hint of wood and leaves.
24. Tuna, Japan, fermented fish intestines paste. Not tuna fish. This tuna is a thick black jelly made from fermented fish intestines. Very salty, very spicy, very unusual. History: originated as a fisherman's food, now found in niche gourmet restaurants. Taste: a mix of salt, ocean tang, and a peculiar bitterness.
25. Bear paw, China. Considered a symbol of strength in traditional Chinese medicine, now largely illegal, but still one of the world's rarest delicacies. History: once reserved for emperors and nobility, believed to promote virility, youth, and calmness. Note: due to animal protection laws, it's now extremely restricted and largely banned.
26. Pani soruva, Fiji. A special soup once made with human brain. It no longer exists, but is a notable part of Fiji's cannibalistic past. History: in tribal Fiji, the brain of a slain enemy was cooked with coconut and spices as a symbol of victory and respect. Note: this dish is now only referenced in historical texts, not on any menu.
27. Jengkol, Indonesia. A type of bean native to Southeast Asia with an extremely strong sewage-like odor, yet people love it. History: in rural areas of Indonesia, it became popular due to its low cost and unique flavor, often served with spicy chili sauce and rice. Note: eating too much can harm the kidneys and leave a strong smell on your breath and sweat for days.
28. Tamaki maze, Japan. Rice fermented with a special sauce made from purified cow feces. Yes, it's real. Used in scientific and experimental contexts. History: more of a culinary scientific project than a regular dish, but has appeared in Japanese experimental festivals as a cultural challenge. Taste: earthy, strong, and soil-like, often eaten with raw egg and heavy soy sauce.
29. Cuy, Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia. Roasted guinea pig. Yes, the same cute pet is skewered and served whole with its skin and head intact. History: a traditional protein source for Andean people and a symbolic food in religious ceremonies, still commonly eaten in Andean villages. Taste: similar to rabbit or chicken with a crispy texture. The skin is especially crunchy and prized.
20. Vitello tonato, Italy. Cold slices of veal served with a tuna-based sauce, an unusual mix of red meat and fish flavor. History: a traditional dish from the Piedmont region, dating back to the 18th century. Still found in upscale restaurants, though it may surprise unfamiliar palates. Taste: creamy, meaty, and mildly fishy, perfect for lovers of bold combinations.
21. Curacao, Ghana. A thick soup made from cow or sheep blood, local leaves, spices, and sometimes peanuts, often used in traditional ceremonies. History: among the Akan people, fresh animal blood is believed to hold divine power and blessings. This dish also serves as a ritual.